Welcome to Glenridge Elementary. My name is Scott Abernathy, and I have the privilege of being the principal here at Glenridge Elementary. In fact, this is my 21st year as principal. It's so hard to believe. During this presentation, we will have some information on the background of our school, some registration information, and some information about the health and safety of our students, as well as introducing staff. So here's a little background. Glenridge opened in 1996, combining a magnet school that the Kent School District had run with a neighborhood school. Since then, Glenridge has received multiple awards and recognition for student achievement, something we all should be so proud of. Later in this presentation, as I said, Mrs. Sunny Savage, our assistant principal, will share some information about registering your child if you haven't done that already. And Mrs. Arlene McKee, our school nurse, has some important information concerning the health and safety of our students. But first, you need to know about that important stuff. So how do I know who my child has as a teacher? Well, we usually fall back on assessing our students. We're waiting on our Washington State to inform us how we're going to do that this year. In a normal year, we assess our kindergarten students the first 3 days of school using the WA Kids assessment. Based on that, we place our students with teachers. This year, that might have to change. So, as you register your child, the Kent School District Family and Support Services receives that registration and on a periodic basis sends me the registration's information for all of our students. You also need to know that you will find a copy of our remote learning plan for the whole Kent School District on the Kent School District webpage. Please log on to the Kent School District webpage at kent.k12.wa.us, and on the main page you will find a link to that plan. The plan has yet to be approved by our school board, but that's in the works and should be happening this week. We also need to let you or ask for your understanding that while we have a plan in place, and we will communicate that just as soon as it's been approved, there's the whole nature of our pandemic situation, along with how our federal, state, county, and even board of directors respond to it. As much as I would like one consistent, constant plan, it's unlikely. So I ask for your patience and understanding during this time. Having said all of that, I am so anxious for our school year to begin. I look forward to when we can actually meet in the hallways of our school, but until then, you can reach me via email, and Mrs. Savage will be sharing that later on in the presentation. So until we get to meet, please mask up, stay safe, and we've got this, Glenridge.
Hello, new Voyagers and Voyager families. Did you know I called you Voyagers because at Glenridge Elementary, we are all Voyagers on a journey of learning. So my name is Miss Savage, and I am the assistant principal at Glenridge. I work closely with our principal, Mr. Scott Abernathy, to help our students stay safe, enjoy learning, and find success each and every day. I want to let you know that my door is always open. In this situation with COVID-19, it looks a little bit different, but when we do return to school, you can find me in the office. If I am not there, our friendly staff can help find me, or you can make an appointment that is convenient for you. However, for now, you can reach me via phone or email. The best way to find us is to go to your web browser and type in Glenridge Elementary School and search for our school. Click on the link And then you'll be able to see our home page and find home, our school tabs, go down to meet our team. Once you get there, you'll be able to see our staff directory. All of our staff members are listed, as well as our administration, Scott Abernathy, his email link, and also his phone number, and myself as well. I'm listed there along with my email link and the phone number. All of the rest of our staff members can be found on this page as well, along with an email link. So I look forward to working with you this year, and you'll be able to meet our team as soon as we can get to school, and I look forward to our year this year. Hi there, I'm Miss Savage, Assistant Principal at Glenridge Elementary. If you are bringing a kindergartner to Glenridge this year, you will need to register your child. During our COVID-19 time, our offices are currently closed. All registration for all Kent schools is being done online through the Kent School District website. I'm going to show you how to find the information to register your student. All right, the best way to find us is to go to our Kent School District website using one of your familiar browsers. Type in Kent School District. You'll find Kent School District Home. Click on that link and it will take you to our website. Our website is full of lots of great information, so I encourage you to take advantage of it. Across the top, you're going to see the tabs. All of these tabs have great information to help you figure out what's going on at KSD. On the Enroll button, you're going to find the kindergarten registration link, so click on that. Once you get there, you're going to find our page that's for you to help you register your kindergartner for the 2020-21 enrollment process. There's a great Contact Us email link. If you have any questions, please use that link. The information here will help you register your student during this online enrollment process due to COVID-19. It will help you figure out if your child is old enough. It can also help you find your school if you're not sure if your student is going to come to Glenridge. There are some links for the packet to enroll your student. You'll download those and fill them out, and then you can send them in via email to the email address they give you. Then you would wait to hear from your school, and in the meantime, you can start collecting the paperwork that you need. There's a great link up here at the top. It's the Student and Family Support Services. If you have any questions or any trouble with the enrollment process, you can click there. While you're waiting to hear from our district, you'll have some time to collect some student identification information. And when our school buildings open up, then you can bring those documents into your school office and finish the enrollment process. I hope that's helped you. Please, if you have any questions, use the link that they provide there so that you can enroll your student. Mr. Abernathy and I look forward to seeing you as soon as school starts.
Hi, my name is Arlene McKee, and I am the school nurse for Glenridge Elementary. I'm also the school nurse for Lake Youngs Elementary, and I split my time between the two buildings. The easiest way to get in touch with me is usually email, and I'm happy to help no matter which building I'm sitting at or virtually until we are in our buildings. So I'd like to talk with you a little bit about health and safety for our incoming kindergartners and for our students in general. But please understand that in this very unusual pandemic year, that some of the information I'm going to be giving you is subject to change. So I'm just going to kind of go over the information that I do usually every year before kindergarten, but please know that things could be changing by the time your little ones enter our building. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is health and illness. If your child is healthy and we're back in the buildings, we want your child to be in school. But if your child is ill, we want them to be home. Obviously, if your child has any symptoms of illness, they need to stay home. Fever over 100 degrees, cough, shortness of breath, vomiting, diarrhea, headache, anything that would make them appear ill, they need to stay home. And if you could please call or contact our attendance office and let them know that you're keeping your child home. Children should be feeling better and symptom-free for 24 hours before they come back to school. So no vomiting, no diarrhea, no fever for 24 hours, and that means even with no fever-altering medication. We just want to make sure that each child is kept safe as well as the community building as a whole. There's going to be more information coming out specifically related to COVID once we get closer to entering the buildings. So look forward to seeing some of that information. So school screenings. Usually I do vision and hearing screening for students in kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th grade. For kindergarten, I usually do that in the January-February time frame, though this year with the late start, I really am not sure how that's going to look. But usually I will screen the kindergartners, and if they don't pass the first screening, I usually wait a couple of weeks and screen them a second time. Because sometimes they just don't understand the rules, or not rules, but instructions. And if they fail the second time, then I will go ahead and notify you and also send you a written my results in writing, so that you can make an appointment with the eye doctor to see if they might need glasses, or with their pediatrician to see have their ears checked. Okay. Medication at school. If your child needs a medication at school, Washington state law has some certain requirements. We would need to have an authorization for medication completed by the healthcare provider, giving specific information about the medication, the dose, the route, and then it would also need to be signed by the parent. This form is available on the Kent School District website. If you need one, you can also email me and I'll be happy to forward one to you. The medication and the form would need to be brought to school. The medication needs to be in the original container and labeled, and it needs to be brought to school by an adult. Please don't put it in the backpack, just bring it to school once we're in school. And if you do want your child to have a medication at school, go ahead and get that ready now or ahead of time, because if all of a sudden we start going to school and we don't have a lot of time notice, then I want to make sure that everything's ready to go and there's no delay for your child. Immunizations. Washington State also has laws around immunizations and their requirements for starting school. Those requirements can be found on the Kent School District website. If your child is up to date on their immunizations, then usually the one that's next due is the one after their 4th birthday. And we like to refer to those as the kindergarten immunizations. So if your child has not had their vaccines after age 4, then please make an appointment to have them go get that done. And then you will need to present to the school proof that it was done from the provider. So a paper from the doctor or a paper from the Washington immunization site would work for us, but we do need to have proof that immunization was done. Immunizations just help keep our community safe, not only the individual child, but also just the community at large. So, life-threatening health conditions. If your child has a life-threatening health condition, and by this I mean something like asthma, seizures, diabetes, life-threatening food allergies, cardiac conditions, if this sounds like your child, then please contact me right away so I can work on getting a healthcare plan written for your child, because we want to have a plan in place, any medications and treatments in place, and the staff trained before your child steps foot in the building. We just want to make sure that from the moment they step foot in the building that that safety net is there for your child. Washington State actually has a law around this that says that if your child needs a medication or treatment at school and they fall into this category, they actually can't start school until we have this in place. So again, if this sounds like your child, please email me, get in touch with me so that we can work together to create a healthcare plan for your child. I look forward to the day when we're all back in our building and I get to meet these kindergartners. Thank you.